Lunch with Leah, Season 2, Episode 19.
Hi, everybody. I'm totally disorganized today. I got here late. I always put everything in order. There's no order. This is called The Random Show, coming to you live from New York City at CBS headquarters. And following me will be the nightly news with Brian Williams. So speaking of what's going on, well, in sad news, we'll get it over with. The actor that played Tinky Winky in Teletubbies has died. Oh, that's the little purple one. And I remember RJ and I went with Ingrid, and I don't know if Alina went, and we went to Teletubbies when they were here at the college, whatever it is, the basketball court thing, and we sat on the very front row, and RJ and the kids got to see them dancing with the Teletubbies. It was the cutest thing. Oh, it was so cute. Murphy Brown is returning, if everyone's happy. I never watched it, so...
I can't believe you've never watched it.
Can you believe it?
It was so political.
You guys don't realize I worked 24 hours a day up until about 10 years ago, so I didn't watch anything. Meryl Streep is going to be in Big Little Lies, and Diane Keaton is defending Woody Allen. Now, she tweeted out, and you guys should go look at her Twitter feed. She tweeted out an interview that Woody Allen did with some reporter on 60 Minutes, way back when this was going on years ago, 10 or 15 years ago. Look how I'm just so all over the place. My thing is falling off. And if you watch that interview, I mean, he comes across as very believable. It comes across as a nasty divorce case where she's sending hate letters and hate mail to him that he shows, and that he just sounds believable. So I think they should all take a lie detector test. I don't know. Now I hear he's having problems getting people to be in his films, and Diane Keaton came out and said he's her friend and she believes him. And I kind of admire her for standing behind him if she believes him, but I just think people should go watch that video before you make a real judgment about it, because when he gave that interview, there was a lot of stuff that went on that I did not know about, to include after this little girl made the accusation. He and Mia are talking like nothing's happening, and she's wanting to know when the next film's going to start. Yeah. So I don't know, but it's very strange.
On Amazon or Netflix, it's not in the theaters.
What film? Oh, Woody Allen? Oh, I don't know.
It's on Amazon, and Amazon said they haven't decided on a premiere date.
Well, I don't know. I think, you're kind of innocent until proven guilty, until it's a serial situation. I mean, this is a one-time occurrence, and they were in the big battle over. She was mad because he was dating at the time the older adopted daughter that didn't have anything to do with him, according to him, and they were going this big battle of divorce or breakup, and then she was sending these nasty, horrible letters. So I don't know. You have to look at it and see his side of it. It's really kind of interesting. I read her book, What Falls Away. She's a brilliant writer, by the way. So then Tom Brady goes on a radio show. Tom Brady's always so controversial. And while I guess he takes his 5-year-old daughter, and the radio host comments, I don't know if he heard it or overheard it or heard it later, but he said that kid was a brat or a pissant or something like that. Whatever is a pissant. And so now this guy's been suspended from his job. So I feel bad for the guy being suspended from his job, because, I mean, listen, if you brought a kid that was running around here, I'd probably say something too, but I wouldn't necessarily take it personal. That's what 5-year-old kids do. But Tom Brady, being the class act gentleman that he is, he came out and said he does not think the guy should lose his job. So I think that's very commendable of Tom Brady, whom I really wasn't a huge fan of before, because I don't really care that he's got 5 rings and he needs to get one more. On another hand, how many do you need? Yeah. But good for him. So you know what? That was a classy thing to do.
It was weird because he had just signed, apparently he's a contributor on that radio show.
Tom Brady?
Yes, and he calls in all the time. So he had just signed an agreement with them for another year that Monday.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a sticky situation because it had just happened then as well too, and he doesn't want to lose out on probably whatever they're paying
Well,
for that,
yeah, he doesn't need the money, but maybe he wants to be on radio.
all over a Facebook
Look at my
Live show.
cup. Yeah, get on Facebook Live, Tom Brady.
It's a Facebook.
Oh, well, honey, we're right up there with Tom Brady now. Look, here's my cup. Okay. So now we're watching the Versace show. I was really disappointed. It's a good show. It's glamorous and it's beautiful, and it's showing all of, Miami and Miami Beach and the Versace mansion. But I just don't think they needed to expose some of the things that they did about his personal life, especially when he's not here to defend himself.
Right.
So I didn't like that part of it. I'm not happy about that. No, wrong. Now, people are criticizing Penelope Cruz because they feel like that they shouldn't have had a Latin girl play the part. They should have had, an Italian girl play the part.
Yeah.
I just think that's ridiculous.
They laughed about how that they came down here to shoot the show and make it look all Italian, and then they hired a bunch of, to make it look Italian, they hired a bunch of Latinos to...
You know what? If they're good actors, let them act. If they're not, I just don't think that the people are so sensitive. Well, it's not a Latin. People are just too sensitive. He's not an Italian. Don't be so sensitive. I think she's good in that part. She looks really good. Then I started watching Mosaic, and Mosaic is with Sharon Stone, and she's an art curator, and it's very interesting. I'm only on the episode 2, but you guys should catch up with that one. So the Grammys came up. I guess you guys saw the Grammys, right? I have some pictures of the girls here. Like I said, everything's random and out of order. I was running late today. I got on the phone and couldn't get here.
Getting lots of hellos.
Hi, hello.
Global audience, maybe a bigger audience than the Grammys.
Oh, yeah, it's bigger than the Grammys.
We've got London saying hello.
Hi from London.
And we've got Laura from Oregon saying hello. Dawn from Louisville,
Hi, we're so popular.
Everyone. Crystal saying she is joining you every Wednesday for lunch.
Thank you, Crystal. So I picked out, I usually go through all the, this isn't the picture. This isn't a very good picture, Jason.
That's what the face is after.
Yeah.
I know, but I wanted anyway, whatever. Where's the picture of the other one? No, okay. This is Lady Gaga. That was my favorite dress. Okay.
You see Tony,
beautiful.
He said
Tony,
he'd seen her a whole lot of times, and that was the best.
And then she wore this.
That dress speaks to that.
I know, but it just.
Changed into.
But where's the one I like was of Beyonce? Did you get that one?
Oh, no.
Oh, that was the one that was on the note. Beyonce had this big hat, and she had the most elegant, I thought, classy, fabulous dress of them all. So anyway, that was the one I was looking for. All right, don't to worry. All right, but so.
Rachel Zoe styled her and.
Rachel Zoe did
her and him and the baby. The baby had
the baby is so cute. That little girl. Oh, did you see her hushing her parents?
Yes.
Hushing them like little royalty. Oh, I'm just so not put together today. This is just terrible. Okay, so the Grammy swag bag is worth more than $20,000. They get an $8,850 Golden Door Spa Resort, a week of activities. But you got to have a week to go. Who has a week to go? And then a $5,100 liquor tab with private mixology classes. Led by some top bartenders. Well, hopefully they can give that to their servers, their help, their bartenders, because they're not going to be mixing any liquor at a party. $4,500 full-face rejuvenation procedure, a non-invasive aesthetic procedure from a nurse, a board-certified registered nurse based in New York City who offers a variety of services, including fillers and body contouring. Girls, stop with the fillers. This is what I think they do. They have a little line or a little wrinkle. So they go, look at me, I'm just all over the place. So they go and they get that little filler put in there and they puff it up. And a few months go by, the line and the wrinkle comes back, and it comes back even a little deeper. So they put a little more filler in there.
Oh my God.
So then eventually it started looking like the Pillsbury Doughboy because they're stretching that skin out.
Yep.
And they look like that. It's terrible. I'd rather have a line or a wrinkle, but I could have saved them all that by just having them get the Sudden Youth Kit, where you get 10 facials, 8 to 10 facials for $125, which means it's like $12 a mask. Lift, tone, firm, tighten, and iron out those wrinkles. So,
People are agreeing.
I mean, that's
Yes,
ridiculous.
please stop with the fillers.
Stop with those fillers. I never have liked that, or the Botox either, where their eyebrows go like this and their face doesn't move. Hi, my name is Leah. I'm coming to you from New York City. I've never had any Botox. I've never had any fillers. It's all natural. And then $2,300 supply of Healing Saint Luminosity Skin by Dr. Jane. It's a healing hair follicle stimulant. Well, I guess they probably gave that to the guys. $2,000 for Smile Direct towards invisible aligners to straighten their teeth. None of these gifts are fabulous. These people are promoting services and businesses.
Yep.
I consider a gift something I can put on my finger, my ring, carry my handbag or a dress or a scarf. I don't want a service that I got to go now spend 10 hours to take advantage of. And I'm wondering if they're I bet you they don't let you give this away. It all probably says non-transferable on it. A year's supply of oxygenic, whatever they are, products, so an oxygenating foundation, science for skin, another skin infusion, the teleprompter skills, they're getting a training course. None of this is anything. There's nothing on here I want. You know, that's why I didn't go to the Grammys. That's why I didn't go to that gifting suite. I knew there wasn't going to be anything on there that I wanted.
They used to have great stuff and give you Samsung would give everybody the device months before it came out.
Bravo gives better gifts than that. They gave us a stereo. They gave us some luggage. They give us better gifts than that. Yeah, they gave us the finger. No, I'm kidding. The internet is buzzing about Casey Affleck dropping out of the Oscars. You know, he won the Best Supporting or Best Actor, whatever he won last year, and so he was supposed to be there to give the award to this year's, and he decided to back out, and probably because he didn't want to be booed, and they probably would boo him because he's got the sexual harassment accusations against him. Christy and John Legend are having a boy. They've announced that they're having a little boy. Well, isn't that lovely?
He's playing Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, he is?
A live version of it.
Oh,
NBC,
oh, lovely. I love him. We almost got him one year for our charity event.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's really suited for our charity event. He's quiet and demure and has beautiful, soft music, and our crowd just will not shut up. They're just drunk. Big Brothers. Celebrity Big Brother is having my friend Ross Matthews on there. Oh, Ross, I love you. You're so fabulous. He's going to bring all the fun. Cool. And then they're having that damn Omarosa on there. She's on another reality TV show. She never left reality TV. She was in reality TV in Washington, D.C. in the White House. I can't.
People are saying you look really pretty today.
Oh, thank you. I'm all not put together. I don't have my
kit working.
My Sudden Youth kit does work. Oh, speaking of Valentine's Day coming up, before I forget, look at this fabulous bag that you're getting. These were marked down. We marked them down to half price to $2.99. Isn't it beautiful? I love it. And I love this bag. So you can go to leahblack.com and order this for $2.99, or you can email us at hello@leahblack.com. I love this bag. It's called Candy Roll. And it comes with a free wrap, a double wrap. And this is, I think, I forget what we retail this for, but we're giving you this free. I love this because it's like those Hermes wraps. They're just beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? So you're getting this for Valentine's Day. Get on the horn, guys. You can call us too, 305-443-8980. Or you can text us. No. And you can email us at hello@leahblack.com, or you can go to hello@leahblack.com, or you can go to leahblack.com and order $2.99 and you get this free. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies, and free shipping. I like this bag. I'm telling you, it's fabulous, isn't it?
Very nice.
I love it.
$500 value for
it's fabulous. More than that. Yeah. Then royalty. This made me think of royalty when I saw it. That's why I brought it out, because my next thing said royalty. Meghan Markle is going to be speaking at her wedding reception. She's the first time that any royal would have said anything other than their vows. So I'm wondering what she's going to do. I guess she'll do a toast and she's going to say something. She better say something because, honey, this is the last chance you're going to have to ever be able to say anything without it being edited. So you better just get it out there. But then that's kind of interesting. That's going to drive the ratings up if they do it. Yeah. Okay. So that was that.
Skincare question. Crystal who watches this every week and comments. She said, Leah, she's almost 30. She lives in Florida, so she's in the sun a ton, and she wants to know what skincare would benefit her. She's starting to see a few small wrinkles around the side. She said probably from having 3 kids and a husband.
Oh, Lord. Well, the first thing I would get is the exfoliant. Yes. And then you start sloughing off the dead cells, the old cells, some of those freckles, the pore size will get smaller, and you slough off that top layer of cells. And I would use that 2 to 3 times a week. Then once a week, I would use the mask. The Leah Black Sudden Youth Mask. And that will do the lifting, toning, firming, tightening, and help get rid of some of those little small wrinkles and lines. And then I would use the serum and then the moisturizer on a daily basis. And of course, we have an incredible skincare wash. Our products are 1/3 what the price should be and 1/3 of what I used to sell them all over Europe.
And they're not tested on animals, and they're suitable for almost all skin types.
It's all skin types, and we have clinical studies to back up everything I just told you about. So did you guys see the blue moon?
No, but it was all over the
news. It was all over the news. Well, if you missed it, here's what it looked like. That's like this guy I know used to say, well, don't you want to, I say, don't you want to travel? Don't you want to go here? Don't you want to there? No, if I want to see that, I'll just watch the Discovery Channel. So if you don't want to do that, just do that. I mean, hello. But I missed it. In fact, Fran even called and said, go outside and look at the moon. I said, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. And I was going to go to RJ and do that. And then somebody else called and I got on to something else. But it was called a blue moon, but it looks orange to me. Oh, please don't mention orange. That looks like somebody's orange face in here that I know. Oh, just ruined it. The Super Bowl tickets online on the website are going for $5,700 for one ticket. I mean, that's crazy.
It is crazy.
I mean, if I had Super Bowl tickets, I used to get them all the time. I just gave them away, and then they quit giving them to me because I just gave them away. But I wouldn't pay $5,700, even though I did pay $5,400 to go see Elizabeth Warren the other day. But that's for the cause. That's that. Now look at this. This is hilarious. This guy goes outside. He's 28 years old with a 25-year-old bombshell girl, and hops in this Ferrari, this yellow Ferrari. Oh, the hotel valet gave a $300,000 Ferrari to a random guy who was trying to impress a girl. They gave him the car. I guess they just thought he probably walked in and acted like it was his and said, that's mine, and gave him some money and took the car. So now the man that owns the car is suing the valet company and the Marriott. Now, first of all, that's the other thing. Who goes to the Marriott with a $300,000 car? Don't you go to the Ritz?
Well, it is Marriott.
That is Marriott. I'm sorry, it's not the same. And so they're suing them for gross negligence. It's a 458 Italian Spider. This happened that's what they call the car.
Yeah. It was damaged.
And was it damaged? I didn't get that part. It was in St. Pete. Yeah. And so he impressed a 24-year-old girl. I mean, that's only what happened in Florida, where everybody comes here to reinvent themselves and they're all wannabes. Oh, that's my fabulous car. Probably dropped the girl at home and then took the car back, and she still thinks it's his.
I think he took it and went to some restaurant or something, and then they got arrested by the police later on.
Oh, God, how embarrassing.
There was some kind of chase involved and it did some damage to the car.
How embarrassing. Yeah. So now Grumpy Cat.
I know, can you believe it?
Look at his little grumpy cat.
Yep,
he got a $700,000 settlement. Yep. Because this cat, the jury gave the cat $700,000 in a federal lawsuit over the use of her identity. According to the documents obtained by the Washington Post, The owner, Tabitha from Arizona, won the lawsuit that she filed 3 years ago against the Grenade Beverage Company because she signed off on the cat to endorse Grumpy Cat Grumpaccio. But the company subsequently used that cat's image to sell other products, which an 8-person jury found was unauthorized. So Grumpy the cat is special because he has an underbite and a permanent frown, and it's good for merchandising, and they misused the cat. Baby, if anybody uses you, Mommy's going to get $700,000. Can you find someone to whore that cat dog out right now? Well, I love the fact that Colin Kaepernick, whom I just love, gave that $1 million to all those charities. So this other athlete called Meek Mill gave $10,000 for part of his cause. So you know what, Colin, take a knee. Take a knee. Florida, Kaepernick, was rated the worst state to live in according to Thrillist. Is that hilarious? There's 20 million people living here. I don't know why. I guess it's probably because maybe there's a lot of con artists here. I don't know. But I'm glad because we really don't want anyone else to move down here. We're very happy. We've got plenty of people. There's not enough parking. The freeways are already full. The restaurants are plenty full. There's plenty. We don't need you here. It's the worst state. Don't come.
Yeah.
There you go. Should I get into?
You can take a few people back with you.
Yeah, we'll got some people. Speaking of the awards ceremony, the Grammys, the album of the year, Bruno Mars, the record of the year, Bruno Mars, the song of the year, Bruno Mars. The best rap album was Kendrick Lamar. I love him, not because I even know who he is. I couldn't tell you who he is. I don't even know one of his songs. But his backstory is fascinating to me. Apparently, his dad was working in a Kentucky Fried Chicken. And this guy named Anthony Tippeth, who they call Top Dog, was living in the projects. And he had his fingerprints with the police station, and he had some petty crimes and this and that. So the cops he was always afraid he's going to get picked up. So he sees some cops around, and he runs into the Kentucky Fried Chicken and robs the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Well, Kendrick Lamar's father sat the guy down and had a heart-to-heart with him and tried to help him turn his life around. Yeah. So long story short, now the father became his role model, and this guy became Lamar's label boss. And Lamar wrote a song called Duckworth about this guy and his experience with his dad. Now talk about making lemonade out of lemons. I mean, that's a great story.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic story. I would only love it if, everybody would give people a second chance and try to reason with them, but you never know with these people. But I mean, imagine you're in Kentucky Fried Chicken working in the project area, area of the project. And this guy comes in and tries to rob you. And you sit and have a heart to talk with him. And you turn his life around, and he produces albums later for your son, and your son wins Grammys, and then your son's writing songs based on the experience of what went on in Kentucky Fried Chicken. Kendrick Lamar's my new hero, and his dad. I love his dad too. I mean, it's a great story.
Most of us don't have that. It's a good for Lamar.
Yeah. Yep. I'll save this for another day. Oh my God, I thought this was so funny. Some people don't like people, and I think that's funny because I think I'm becoming one of them. And so there was a list of people for jobs for people that don't like people. Remember Streisand people? Yeah. People who need people? Well, this is for people that don't like people. Okay. You could be a foundry mold core maker, meaning that you could make or form wax or sand cores or mold used in the production of metal casting in foundries. So you never have to talk to anybody. You could be a watch repair person. You could clean and repair watches. Quarry rock splitters. They separate blocks of rough dimensions of stone from quarry masses and use jackhammers and wedges. Potters. They operate production machines such as a pug mill, machine, and they process clay for ceramic pottery. So you never have to talk to anybody. If you don't like people, there are all sorts of things you can do. Stop it. No. And you got a bad attitude. You're not going to get $700,000 if you act like that. I mean, garment and textile pressers, so you can steam garments. I mean, I just think it's hilarious. Poets, lyrics, and creative writers. So if you don't like people, you can hibernate and hide out, and you don't have to put up with people, and you can start a job and make money. Isn't that fabulous?
Crystal says no thank you to any of those.
I know. I mean, or you can come here and work with us, and you'll start to love people. Oh my God. Let's see. This is politics. Let's save it.
The Peacock.
What?
The Peacock.
Oh yeah, that's coming up. Taco Bell announces that it's going to have dollar nacho fries with a side nacho of cheese, according to Perez Hilton's website. I was like, hilarious. I'm like, well, I guess Perez has been one of the first ones to try those nachos with the cheese.
Some big deal. There's like a whole
Stay right
advertising
there.
campaign on it and everything.
Oh, really? Now then, James wants me to show you this before we run out of time. Stop it! Okay, so this woman, Delta Airlines is not the only carrier cracking down on an emotional support animal. A woman in the Newark Liberty International Airport recently brought a peacock to join her on a United Airlines flight, according to the travel blog Live and Let's Fly. The passenger claimed that she bought an extra ticket to seat her emotional support bird, but United Airlines denied it from boarding the plane.
It was all over the news this morning. They were showing video of it walking. Or like,
look at this.
One of those little carts.
First of all, I mean, did she have it on a leash?
No.
Did it just walk through the airport on its own?
She had it on the little push cart.
I mean, she pushing it around like this?
Stood up on one of
I
them.
mean, what if you're sitting next to it and it peacocks its peacock? I mean, it's going to slap you all over the place. I just find it hilarious. What is wrong with you? You need to stop it. Oh my, emotional support peacock. I mean, you're not an emotional support anything. You're a troublemaker. Then the new word. I love this word. You know, Webster's puts out their new words all the time, or words that are people look up all the time. This one's called clinomania. CLINOMANIA. So immediately you think of something else. Well, excessive desire to stay in bed. That's me. I can just sleep all the time. I can sleep 18 to 20 hours a day and be very happy. Okay, so should we do the politics? Why not? This is the funniest story I've ever heard. The Guggenheim Museum, first of all, the Trump administration the White House asked for the Guggenheim Museum to loan them a beautiful Van Gogh painting for the residents for long-term use. Now, first of all, do you really think that either one of those people even know what a Van Gogh is? Obviously, somebody in the staff wanted a Van Gogh. So the Guggenheim writes back and says, that they were asked, and they said no, but instead we will offer you a toilet, according to the Washington Post. We are sorry we're not able to accommodate your original request, but we remain hopeful that this special offer may be of interest. The 18-karat, fully functioning toilet was used as a temporary interactive exhibit as one of the museum's bathrooms. The piece is called America and has been described as a satire mocking excessive wealth. So this is what they wanted to give the White House.
Isn't it funny?
Well,
like
perfect.
11 that he already has it.
They could have named it. They could have named it Shithole. They could have named it Shithole. Wouldn't it been perfect? And so it's just hilarious because the Van Gogh painting was unavailable, they said, but they would like to offer this. And they said that this is an example to prove, how everyone's really created equal in all the world and everyone's the same, and to poke fun at being opulent. Can you see Trump perched on that damn
Go with a
thing?
competing vodka brand.
Yeah, probably. They probably did.
With his Trump
And
vodka.
that's not big enough. I mean, Melania might be able to use it, but it's the wrong size for, By the way, there was a rumor that Melania had reportedly been staying at a D.C. hotel amid humiliating reports of Donald's affair with Stormy Daniels. But then that White House denied it. She didn't deny it. The White House denied it. But then when he went to Davos to brag about everybody about being the smartest man in the room, when they were all laughing at him behind his back, what did she do? She went to Mar-a-Lago, cost the taxpayers
$600,000.
for her to
$24,000.
Yeah, for her to come to Mar-a-Lago for the weekend. But we can't afford Meals on Wheels. Well, it's security and planes and all the rest of it. So she takes the $624. Now, apparently, Michelle Obama, over 8 years, spent $2.3 million on travel for her and the daughters. This one spent $600 on one weekend. Not to mention that we were spending $500,000 a month when she was in New York. They spend money like drunken sailors. I've never seen anything like it. If you live in any one of these cities, you need to beware. Immigration and ICE are picking up. According to the DOJ, Department of Justice document request, ICE is going to be going and making random pickups. They've already been to Fort Lauderdale and they raided a bus. They went to 7-Eleven and raided all those places. They're going to raid Chicago, Illinois, Cook County, Illinois, New York City, the state of California, Albany, New York, Berkeley, California, Bernalillo County, New Mexico, Burlington, Vermont, a city and county of Denver, Colorado, Fremont, California, Jackson, Mississippi, King County, Washington, Lawrence, Massachusetts, the city of Los Angeles, California, Louisville Metro, Kentucky, Monterey County, California, Sacramento County, California, City and County of San Francisco, California, Sonoma County, California, Watsonville, California, West Palm Beach, the state of Illinois, and the state of Oregon.
Yep.
So if you live in any of those, you better have your papers with you all the time. And if you don't have papers, then you're screwed.
Well,
you can't even get a job. You just have to sit home and starve.
They even threatened to check anybody's papers last night that protested at the State of the Union.
Oh, yeah.
As well as GOP lawmakers were asking them to check any of the dreamers that happened to protest.
Well, I had a feeling when some of the senators said they were going to take dreamers to the State of the Union, I was thinking to myself, I wouldn't do that because ICE will be right there and haul them out on the way out. If I were a dreamer, I would go nowhere near that damn White House. I didn't call it the State of the Union address. I called it shitting on the Union address, just so you know. Meanwhile, off the politics, you guys have to listen to Candace Barr. She's on UBS, Lux Life. I did an interview with her. And then if you didn't listen to Jeff Lewis, go download that podcast on Andy XM. It's just hilarious. Go look for the one with Leah Black and Jeff Lewis. It was really funny, especially the one we did New Year's Eve. I've done several with him. So I'm gonna do another one in February, the 15th or 16th or whatever that Friday is after Thanksgiving. Oh, the lowest hanging fruit. I forgot.
A few questions. Some people wanted to know, has Jeff worked on your Miami and LA house? Actually, that was a question.
No, he's worked on the LA house.
And Lauren Iris Yentis says she loves the burrito picture. It's he's her favorite artist. She says it's absolutely beautiful.
Can you believe this just comes to my house? It's so hilarious. So one night we flew in late from somewhere, RJ and I, and we're at the airport, and Burrito's on the plane. And so he's sitting like a couple of rows over across whatever. We wave, say hi, talk a little bit. Then we go, and he goes, well, I'll give you a ride home. And I go, absolutely not. We'll just get a taxi because we're 15 minutes from the airport. Then we go. It was so late there weren't any taxis, and he kept insisting, I'm giving you a ride home, give me a ride home. So he puts us in this, I don't know what kind of car it was. It's like some kind of a Rolls Royce or Bentley. And I mean, it's like a really, really expensive car. Well, of course, RJ had to sit in the front seat. And RJ's like, Mom, this is the kind of car we need. This is what we should be driving. Why don't we have a car like this? Oh, look at this car. And, you know, we talked all the way home. He took us home. He's on his way, actually. Dropped us off at home. And then flash forward to 2 or 3 months later, Merry Christmas. This comes to the house. He's loving
You can also listen to your interview with, remember, Pink Shade with Aaron Martin.
Oh, Pink Shade with Aaron Martin is on iTunes. I just did that interview this week. It was fun. Oh, my Lord. So I was watching the Beverly Hills Housewives last night. That Dorette, if you follow Twitter, she annoys so many people. She's so polarizing. A lot of people just don't like her. I think she's hilarious. First of all, when she was on last year, I called her dimwit, if you remember. And I said, oh my God, she's on my last nerve. But you know what? She's endearing. You have to start to like her. I mean, she dresses fabulous all the time. She's always got a new hairdo. She's got Boy George on there. That PK husband of hers is the cutest thing. I think he's just so cute. He's funny. He's hilarious. He's meddling in the women's business, you know, Mr. Busybody. And then last night, she put on that extravagant party and this and that. And then he shows his big flashy watch that he got for, you know, his present. And then she goes and then she brings all of it. She brings the glamour, the sass, the spunky, the celebrity. She brings the party. She brings the hairdo. She brings the clothes. She brings his whole family. She brings the whole thing. So how can you complain about somebody who brings that much to a show, whether you like her or not? But the icing on the cake is little Teddy, who's just like kind of never left being a hippie. She's just like a kind of a horse person, grounded, very sweet girl, very pretty, raised very down to earth, obviously. And Dorit is on her last nerve. So, you know, she mentions the glass not being the wrong type of glass. You should have a champagne flute for champagne glass for champagne, and a water glass for water, and a liquor glass for liquor, whatever she says before. Well, you know, she just said it offhanded and moved on. But of course, Vanderpump, to stir the pot, no, she goes and tells Teddy. Teddy goes and tells Vanderpump that one of the girls said it, but she wouldn't say who said it. And so who said it happened to be, he may want to just go get something to eat or drink. So who said it happened to be Teddy. So here comes Dorit. Can I talk to you? Right in the middle of the party. Can I talk to you? Takes her to the bar. And then before you know it, it's gone from, look, can we just let this go, coming from Teddy, to Dorit going, not only that, you're just a liar. You're just a liar. You're crazy. I mean, Dorit is just hilarious. I'm sorry. She's just fucking crazy. I love her. She gets on Jason's nerve.
She gets on mine a little bit. Crystal says, Dorit, I think she makes good TV, but certainly not relatable to the average person, mom or wife.
Well, that's true.
She has cute kids, I'll say that.
She does.
Some of the other people say that she's growing on them a little bit. What I can't get over is she has worn the same shirt, the top, that sparkly blouse in every one of her interviews since the season started.
She has?
She's had the same shirt on.
God, I never noticed it.
I'm
shocked.
I couldn't believe she had it on again last night.
I think that she and Lisa Rinna and Erica have kind of taken on the energy of the show right now. It changes. You know, it'll be somebody else later.
Like it's going to be
it's going to be a shit show next week. And then Kenya, there's all kinds of rumors about Kenya not coming back. I think that's going to be a loss to the show. And it'll be a real win for some of those girls. They just can't wait to get rid of her. I think some of them are jealous of her. I also think that she's antagonistic, and a lot of them will be happy she's gone. I don't want her to leave, but anyway.
And then we found out that the guy that's been dating Cynthia has been dating another girl, and the new Eva girl that just came on went to an event with him with the other girl.
Oh, God. I just saw a clip of that where he says, let's get this out in the open. Yeah. So he's been dating more than one person, and Cynthia's not happy yet.
But they didn't know it was to that level.
You know what? Cynthia, cut your loss. Cut your loss. You don't want to get sucked into another drama with another cheater. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. How these girls have a radar. It's like they're like a magnet. They just attract these certain kind of people, you know? Oh, Lord.
Jessica Nicole says, do you miss being on the Housewives?
Oh, that's a yes and no question, you know? And I don't really miss being on it. I think it would have been great if it would have been handled differently. I think it could have been fabulous, but it wasn't, so you're better off cutting your loss. Teresa Giudice did an interview, where someone asked her about Jacqueline and Caroline coming back. Oh my God, she went crazy. How horrible Jacqueline and Caroline are, and how much she can't stand them, and how they're desperate to get a paycheck, and how they bring nothing to the show. I mean, she just went on and on and on. I was just shocked. I'm like, wow, they got some unresolved issues there.
I think that she still thinks that they tipped off the IRS and the whole situation.
She does probably think that, but look, she can think that all day. That's not how the IRS and the federal government works. They don't work that way. Hey, IRS, Mary Sue from Idaho, and my friend down the street, Mary Jane, didn't pay her taxes. It just doesn't work that way. So she can think that all day long, but it doesn't happen that way. All right, so I was going to do this. I'll do it next week. I got to do this, though, first. Oh, my God, this is hilarious. Okay, so listen to this. You know me. I'm going to get off this soon. But so you know me, I'm on Twitter all the time. You know, I'm just a nut for Twitter. Oh, this isn't going to download. So I may not be able to do it. Look at this. Let's see if this comes. Okay. Twitter. Go to Leah Black Miami on Twitter. Can't even believe it. Oh, wait. Maybe it's going to come out. Meanwhile, my quote of the week. I may not always succeed, but giving 100% to something makes me feel energized. So that's my quote. Here it is. It's coming. Okay. So listen. All right, so I tweet out, I make comments on people's tweets. It's just hilarious. I wanted to read you some of the ones people said with me. It's so funny. People come after me. I think it's hilarious when they come after me. Let's see which one.
Comments while you're looking that up.
Okay.
People are saying that Dorit also wore that outfit last season. I'm surprised I didn't pick up on that. They also said that the guy that Cynthia's been dating was also on a dating setup piece on the Steve Harvey show.
Candy pointed that out. Candy pointed out that he was a serial dater and he was looking for the limelight. Yeah, but I didn't know that about them. They're going to actually put that on the show. Poor Cynthia. She needs to move on from that guy. I'm sorry.
They said that Teresa definitely doesn't want them back, especially Kathy and Rosie, because they'll put her in her place.
All right, here's a good one. Listen to this. This immigrant tweets out that his father came over as an immigrant. He helped create Silicon Valley. His brother is a neurosurgeon. His sister is a doctor for veterans. His other brother is an entrepreneur. His cousin is a neurosurgeon. His other cousin is a professor. His other cousin is a radiologist, and much more. He goes, so this is what immigrants bring to the country. I mean, that was a good one. But I wanted to find these where people I'm commenting on these people because I'm telling you, they had me laughing so hard. They really did. But it was gone back too far. I should have written them down and screenshot them. But, you know, I'm too lazy. But I tweeted last night about liking Dorit, and I got a lot of feedback on that. People know, like, what are you talking about? Are you crazy? I'm like, I think he's hilarious.
This lady just now, Rosalinda Renita says, I just can't with Dorit.
See?
She says, I'm a normal stay-at-home working mom. I can't relate to her. Well, I've told you what I think. I mean, that her and PK remind me of Teresa and Joe seasons 1, 2, and 3.
I hope that's not true.
I see the plane flying towards the mountain without a parachute.
I hope that's not true. I hope that's not true. Well, anyway, so tune in on next Wednesday at noon. We'll have more gossip and more highlights and more things to talk about. And I'm sorry I didn't find my tweets, and I'm sorry I was disheveled and late and random today. But we'll do better next week when we're not so crazy. It's just been crazy. I mean, honestly, I was sitting out in the car. I couldn't get off the phone with this guy. It was an important call. And so then I ran in here late, and then the dog is hungry, and he's got to pee, and then he's thirsty, and then Jason, the dog's got an eye infection, his eye's running. I'm like, I gotta call a friend and find out why the eye's running. And then James going, you got the microphone on. And this is what it's like at a major network in New York City at CBS at the news desk. Brian Williams will be coming up next. Okay, guys, so have fun. Did I miss anything? Don't forget. Don't forget your handbag. Valentine's Day special. All this for $2.99. Isn't this fabulous? LeahBlack.com. And I'll see you guys next week at noon Wednesday on Facebook. And do me a favor, just hit share. Just share it. Just hit share. You only have to hit one button. I didn't know that either. I just found out, but you can do it. Bye.